All those, oh, pardon me, I'm getting back to the old time. Roll call vote, please.
Thompson.
Yes.
Solosik.
Yes.
Patton.
Yes. Okay, we're going to enter now into a public hearing, and it's a lease purchase of vehicles. At the public hearing, any resident may present objections to or arguments in favor of the lease purchase of 3 patrol vehicles and 1 patrol SUV for Marshall County Sheriff's Office. Were there any written?
No, there were not.
There were 0 written comments, questions, or objections in the file. Any individuals here speaking towards this? So there are 0 individuals presenting oral comments, questions, or objections. The chair would entertain a motion then to close the public hearing.
Mr. Chairman, I make a motion to close the public hearing.
Mr. Chairman, I will second that.
Roll call vote, please.
Thompson.
Yes.
Solosik.
Yes.
Patton.
Yes.
904.
904. Good read. Okay, and kind of summarizing the resolution on page 2, which is item number 3, talking about the lease purchase agreement. We call it debt because it's a lease purchase, and this has been common. We have done this for a number of years for our, particularly our vehicles for the Sheriff's Department. So we are looking at $120,000. We're looking at three vehicles and 3 patrol vehicles and 1 patrol SUV. And they're in need of replacement, and this is what this is all about. Any questions or anything at this time?
I just have one question.
Yes.
I know that was last year we went through this, and then we had to do another hearing to do secondary roads equipment. Should we have included this secondary roads? I don't have anything that I'm going to do a lease purchase on, but sometimes it just comes up that I need to do one.
I guess I'd rather do it at the time.
Do a separate hearing and a separate process? Okay.
We did a separate one for you, and every time we do anything where we're going to get into a situation where we're going to borrow money, we do a separate one.
Okay. So even if I was going to, we would do a separate hearing and a separate
Absolutely.
function. Okay.
Yep.
That's all I
It'll
wanted.
be a minimum of 2 weeks before any purchases or borrowing take place.
Okay.
Okay. At this time, the the chair would entertain a motion to adopt the resolution.
Mr. Chairman, I motion that we adopt resolution number 2017-0009, lease purchase agreement and certification of debt.
Do we have a second?
And I second.
It has been moved and seconded to adopt resolution 2017-009, lease purchase agreement and certification of debt. Roll call vote, please.
Thompson.
Yes.
Solosik.
Yes.
Patton.
Yes. Okay. Moving on then to the consent agenda. We have approval of minutes. We have appointments from commencing from January 1, Marshall County Board of Health, appointment of Dr. Carrie Metzger for a 3-year term. Pardon me, my tongue was stuck there. Accept Region Number 6 Planning Commission financial statements and independent auditors report for the year ending June 30th, 2016. File clerk of district court report, general supplemental fund 10% surcharge to $620.04. Number 8 is accept annual manure management plan update, Edward Brothers Farm, ID number 58296, annual update report received and placed on file with no changes made to the manure management plan. Number 9, accept annual manure management plan update, Eggers Farm, ID number 56995, annual update report received and placed on file with the following changes made to the manure management plan. Use the manure analysis for determining application rates when applying manure and updating the RUSLE 2/P index. Number 10, accept annual manure management plan update for Kevin Blood Dairy, ID number 60101. Annual update report received and placed on file with the following changes made to the manure management plan. Added acres, change crop rotation or optimum yields, using manure analysis for determining application rates when applying manure, and updated phosphorus index calculations. Number 11 is the utility permits. We have quite a number of them. The following utility permits were approved in the calendar year 2016 by the county engineer's office. Paul, do you have anything you want to say about that? This is just a normal every year done?
Yeah, this is annually, we just want to make the utility permits that I've issued from my office part of the public record, and this is just the tool we
Okay.
use to do it.
I'm not going to read them. It's something done every year. Number 12, approved claims as audited and authorized the county auditor and recorder to issue the month of February. The February list of claims will be a part of the first meeting in March. So the chair would entertain a motion at this time.
Mr. Chair, I would approve the consent agenda as printed.
Is there a second?
Mr. Chair, I will second that.
It has been moved and seconded. Roll call vote, please.
I would-
Thompson.
Yes.
Solosik.
Yes.
Patton.
Yes. Okay. Number 13 then is approve hire personnel action. Hire Douglas Bossman, Sheriff's Office, part-time courthouse security deputy, pay rate of $16.10 per hour, effective February 8th, 2017. This particular lost the word here, but he has taken the place of a person who has left this position and taken a full-time position with the sheriff's department. So that's how this person is coming upon here. Is there a motion at this particular time?
Mr. Chairman, I motion that we approve the personnel action hiring Douglas Bausman, Sheriff's Office, part-time courthouse security deputy, rate of pay is $16.10 an hour, effective February 8th, 2017.
Is there a second?
And I would second.
Been moved and seconded. Roll call vote, please.
Thompson.
Yes.
Solosik.
Yes.
Patton.
Yes. Item number 14 is set hearing on proposed 2016-2017 Marshall County Budget Amendment. David, would you want to?
Mr. Chairman, I motion that we set February 21st, 2017 at 9 a.m. in the courthouse meeting number 2 as the time and place to conduct a public hearing on the proposed 2016-2017 county budget amendment.
Do I have a second?
I second.
Okay, it's been moved and seconded. Is there any further discussion on this? If not, roll call vote, please.
Thompson.
Yes.
Solosik.
Yes.
Patton.
Yes. Okay, set number, item 15, set hearing and proposed 2017-2018 Marshall County budget. At this time, when we have these types of hearings, this obviously is open for the public. All of our meetings that we've had in preparing our budget and working on our budget are always open to the public. When we go through and meet with every individual department head, that's a public meeting. People can come. Some do. There are not very many attended, very heavily anyway, but this one is also at that point. The chair would entertain a motion then for item number 15.
Mr. Chairman, I motion that to set the February 21st, 2017 at 9 o'clock a.m. in the courthouse meeting room number 2 as the time and place to conduct a public hearing on the proposed 2017-2018 county budget.
Is there a second?
Mr. Chairman, I will second that.
It has been moved and seconded. Any further discussion?
Just to comment on both of these last two items, sometimes it seems strange that we're making a budget amendment and adopting or having a budget hearing all at the same time. It's very common in February for us to do an amendment to our budget. We've gotten more than 50% through our fiscal year. We're at the point where we may be taking from one pot and putting to another to make payments. And we're also finding if we have not hit our projections perfectly in any amendment that we make, those are not additional taxes that are levied to the taxpayer. Those come out of our ending fund balances or our reserves. And it's typical that we do both of these in February.
Okay. If there's no further discussion, roll call vote, please.
Thompson.
Yes.
Solosik.
Yes.
Patton.
Yes. Okay, item number 16 is Resolution 2017-0010. It's the 2016 Homestead and Military Service Tax Exemptions, Resolution 2017-0010. Whereas pursuant to Iowa Code 425.3, 425A.3, 426A.14, and 426C.6, parentheses 1, the Marshall County Board of Supervisors has received the homestead tax exemption claims and military service tax exemption claims from the county auditor for the 2016 taxes payable 2017-2018. Be it resolved that all claims filed are allowed except those recommended for disallowance by the county assessor, a list of which is on file in the county auditor's office. Be it further resolved that the chairman of the board is hereby authorized to sign notices of disallowance to claims whose applications for homestead tax credits and military service tax exemptions have been disallowed. Dated at Marshalltown, Iowa, this 7th day of February, 2017. At this time, the chair would entertain a motion.
Mr. Chairman, I motion that we adopt resolution number 2017-0010, 2016 Homestead and Military Service Tax Exemption.
Is there a second?
And Mr. Chairman, I second.
If there's no further discussion?
Just a comment, please.
Yes.
This is for the 2016 tax year. The recent disappropriation that was gone through with the state has not affected these. I don't know if the state will fully fund them next year, but for this budget year, 2016, they have.
Okay, thank you. There's no further discussion. Roll call vote, please.
Thompson.
Yes.
Solosik.
Yes.
Patton.
Yes. Moving on then to item number 17, Marshall County Audit Report. Bowman and Miller PC has completed the Marshall County audit for the fiscal year ending June 30th, 2016. I might mention this is a big report. They're available. If anybody wants to buy one, they can buy one. If anyone wants to look at it, they can come to our office and look at it. Otherwise, this information is public information. Okay, moving on, the chair would entertain at this time a motion.
Mr. Chairman, I motion to accept the report and place it on file.
Mr. Chairman, I will second that.
It has been moved and seconded. If there's no further debate,
It was a good audit. There were no significant findings in it. Our cash reserves in all of our funds increased over the previous year. And it was a clean audit by Bowman, as all of ours have been, with no areas of concern.
no finger pointing.
There was no finger pointing, no finger waving at all this year.
Yeah. I'm very impressed with Bowman and Miller. They come in, their expertise is very evident as soon as the meeting starts, and they've been very helpful. There's no further discussion. Roll call vote, please.
Thompson.
Yes.
Slosik.
Yes.
Patton.
Yes. Item number 18, submitted to local authority, Class C beer permit. BC was Sunday sales privilege, Class E liquor license, application for renewal license 1 year for a Class C beer permit with Sunday sales privilege, number BC 0027644, and Class E liquor license number LE 0001781 from, the Rojas Travel Center?
Rendawas.
Okay, I mispronounced that one. 1659-D Marshalltown Boulevard, Melbourne, Iowa. The current license expires March 15, 2017, and March 7, 2017 respectively. Is there any discussion?
Mr. Chairman, I motion that we approve the renewal of Rendawa's Travel Center beer permit number BC 0027644 and liquor license number LE 0001781.
Is there a second?
And I second.
Been moved and seconded. If there's no further discussion or debate, roll call vote, please.
Thompson.
Yes.
Slosik.
Yes.
Patton.
Yes. Okay. Item number 19, resolution number 2017-0011. This has to do with secondary road, weight limit on bridge postings. Paul, do you have some comments on this, please?
We, as we have our bridges inspected, every year the consultant gives us recommendations to change postings on bridges that have deteriorated further and to where it causes a concern for allowing full legal weight, going over the bridges. This cycle of inspections did result in 3 bridges being recommended to be weight restricted that were not previously restricted, and that gets people's attention because they weren't used to seeing this bridge being restricted, and now it is. Of the 3 bridges, if you want me to go through the locations of them, I will.
Just those 3, please.
Okay. The first one that they posted or restricted is I-5, that is on 235th Street between City of Marshalltown and Shady Oaks Road. And actually, it has to intersect with Underwood. That bridge is fairly short, so there's a good chance that could be in a culvert replacement project, so that it shouldn't. The posting shouldn't be around for too long, but we'll look at what our options are as far as hydraulics.
We've looked at that one for quite some time, though.
Well,
That's that really short one?
This is a short one that is about a half mile west of the intersection in that curve at Shady Oaks and Underwood.
Right.
And I hadn't really. It's a really short bridge. It's like 17 feet long.
That was on the road that the gentleman wanted to close.
No, that was actually Underwood.
Okay, so we're over 1 then. Okay.
It's the east-west road that goes off the north of that intersection with Underwood and Shady Oaks.
Okay.
The other bridge is I-19, which is on Zola, just south of 260th, and that route doesn't have a posted bridge on it right now, so that could be an issue. And it's also a short bridge with a small drainage area that will definitely be a pipe replacement project. The other one is 06, which is a mile and a half south of Haverhill on Oaks. And that is a highly traveled route, and it takes a lot of ag traffic. And that one will need to be programmed. It will be a bridge replacement project.
Did you say Oaks?
Oaks Avenue, yeah.
Any idea how long for we're going to get that in our program of work?
I would estimate it's going to be at least 2 years out, but it's going to kind of depend on what funding it's eligible for, because it's farm to market route, so. there were 4 other bridges that had the weight restrictions lowered. Not as big of an issue because they're already being restricted.
Okay. Farm to market does two things. It tells us it's busy, but it also makes some funds available too.
Correct. The farm-to-market funds from the state have to be utilized on farm-to-market routes.
Okay. Any further questions? If not, the chair would entertain a motion for this item.
Mr. Chairman, I motion that we adopt resolution number 2017-0011, weight limit bridge postings.
Your second.
And I would second.
Thank you. If there's no further discussion, roll call vote, please.
Thompson.
Yes.
Solosik.
Yes.
Patton.
Yes. Okay, then the next item number 20 is resolution number 2017-0012, secondary roads. Again, this is our one-lane bridge postings. Paul, you have some comments on this then, please.
This is a annual resolution for bridges that are posted 1 lane, and it just has to do with bridges that geometrically aren't wide enough for, 2 trucks to meet on the bridge. Our only operation is just, as bridges get replaced, we take this list, and reduce it. So it'll just slowly disappear, but it may be a few decades before it's gone.
So if we look back a few years, it was a lot bigger than it is now.
Correct.
Okay. Okay. Any further questions for Paul or anything else? The chair will entertain a motion at this point.
Mr. Chairman, I make the motion to adopt resolution number 2017-0012, one-lane bridge postings.
Your second.
Mr. Chairman, I will second that.
If there's no further discussion, roll call vote, please.
Thompson.
Yes.
Solosik.
Yes.
Patton.
Yes. Okay, item number 21 is secondary road janitorial contract. Discussion and action on a contract with Hank Bradbury, Marshalltown, Iowa, for janitorial services at the county engineer's office, 101 East Church Street, in the amount of $500 per month. This lease will commence February 1st, 2017, and shall continue for a period of 12 months, after which time it shall continue on a month-to-month basis.
I was under the impression that Mr. Bradbury wasn't going to do this anymore.
Well, we were discussing that, and he was rehabilitating from an injury that he had sustained, and decided that he still would like to do this. And I checked for prices from some other vendors and found that Hank is still the most cost-effective option that we have, and we have had nothing but good experience with him. So we would like to renew this and keep Hank as long as Hank wants to keep doing the job.
Are we renewing it at the same rate?
We are increasing it from $450 to $500. It's been $450 since at least 2007.
Okay. And how many days a week does he clean?
5.
Okay.
And our quote that was higher than Hank was a quote for 3 days a week.
Does it need it 5 days a week?
It depends on what you do every day. But yeah, there's a possibility that you could do it correctly with 3 days a week.
Any further discussion? Chair would entertain a motion at this time.
Mr. Chairman, I make the motion to approve the janitorial contract and authorize the chairman to sign.
Mr. Chairman, I'll second that.
Been moved and seconded. If there's no further debate, roll call vote, please.
Thompson.
Yes.
Solosik.
Yes.
Patton.
Yes. Okay, we're moving on then to item number 22. Is resolution 2017-0013. Whereas the Marshall County Compensation Board meets annually to recommend a compensation schedule for elected officials for the fiscal year immediately following, in accordance with Iowa Code Chapters 331-905 and 331-907. And whereas the Marshall County Compensation Board met on January 9, 2017, and made the following salary recommendations for the following elected officials for the fiscal year beginning July 1, 2017. Now, what this is all about, we already looked at this at our last meeting, and we approved a salary increase for the coming year. The reason this resolution has come up is the State Department has decided that our motion alone is not enough. They want this resolution in our file. And so today then we are putting this resolution, which said the same thing that we approved last month. We're going to approve this resolution and put it in our file. So that if they ever come up and say, if the state ever comes up and they say, Mrs. Raymond, do you have this in your files? You can say, yes, I do. So,
And you only need it if it's an increase for the elected officials.
Yeah.
So you really don't know until after the other meeting that it is an increase.
so that's why it's always late.
And this is brand new from the state, guys.
Okay, I
That's-
said always, it was late. Okay.
So we had an increase, so now there's a resolution.
Did we cover that with a sufficient amount of sarcasm?
I didn't know we had sarcasm. I wasn't born with sarcasm.
We have now complied
We've done
with
it. We've
with
done
Big Brother, the state.
Yeah, okay.
Mr. Chairman, I motion that we adopt resolution number 2017-0013.
Is there a second?
And Mr. Chairman, I second.
Thank you. There's no further discussion. Roll call vote, please.
Thompson,
Yes.
Slosik,
Yes.
and Patton.
Yes. Okay, that brings us down to item number 23. Public forum is a time set aside for the public to make comments on topics of county business other than those listed on this agenda. No action will be taken on any of these topics brought up in the public forum. Anyone? You're quiet, Bill?
I'm good.
You're good? Number one.
Iowa State beat Kansas at home. Wisconsin's in the top 5 for basketball. The world
It's
is good.
It's good.
It
Yeah,
is.
I should have had a different color code today and had that tie on. I've been wearing my Iowa State tie after every game they lose. And I should have been wearing it today. Okay. Moving on then. Item number 24, adjournment. The next regular session is February 21, 2017 at 9 a.m. All business to be acted upon at that session shall be submitted to the county auditor and recorder's office or the board of supervisors office by Thursday, February 16, 2017 at 1 p.m. There being no further business to come before this meeting, the meeting is adjourned at 9:30. Thank you for